Okay, so I think we've got at this side one of yesterday's boxmen. For whatever reason, he hasn't made the cut to be in the boxers again. That's curious, actually, and thank you to those of you that mentioned. I should have noticed that, actually. More fool me. Two things that demonstrate that this trooper is not new to the regiment. Okay, I did mention yesterday maybe he came up from Bulford. I didn't recognise him, or he could be new. My second statement, he could be new, was a falsehood. Why? Because if I'd been smart, like a lot of you guys, I would have realised that, one, he has his coronation medal. You can see just on the left side of his chest, and two, that scared the life out of Percy. Really made a jump. And two, more importantly, he has the spur patch on his right arm. What is the spur patch? Riding instructor. He's got a magnificent pace about him, this fellow.
Kingsguard!
Flipping, I was not expecting that. Goodness gracious me. That scared the life out of me, and almost everyone else that's here as well. Even the 5 police officers over there were holy goddamn... What's that? Gosh, folks, we've got the Usain Bolt of Gatesmen. In fact, we're going to call him Gusain. In other words, Gatesman Bolt. Usain Bolt. Bloody hell, his pace... He scared that lady twice. Flip-a-roo, guys. If there were a Gatesman of the Year award, this fella's already won it. He scared you twice, Nick. Like when he shouted before you jumped. She doesn't speak English. He's looking at me like he's stupid or what? It's like, well, hello. Sorry if I can't speak your language. Yeah, that's the lady who put her hand on her heart. She was like, oh my God, trauma. Call the EMTs. That was actually really, really, really amazing to see. What a fellow. And what luck that we happened to catch him right in the yard. Now, I don't know this, people, but I'm going to surmise, based on what we saw yesterday, and of course, the lifeguards find this new Gatesman in some time, that somebody, a bigwig at Hyde Park, I think, maybe, I don't know, Field Marshal von Hcav, came over and said to the troopers, listen, men, you've been a very proud bunch of fellows for nigh on 300 years. Are you going to let a sorry sack of peasants besmirch your reputation for being thoroughly tough? And the troopers all rose at once and they said, no, sir, we will not take any nonsense from these peasants. And that's what happened. Well, I mean, I'd like to think that's what happened, guys. That's maybe what we're going to hear in the history books. I'm not sure that actually happened, but wouldn't it be wonderful if it did happen? Somebody needs to give an inspirational speech about dealing with problematic tourists. And now the tourists are delighted. Look, like these are the kingsguards that shout at foolish people. Goodness gracious, folks. I'd actually like to come here just to make a documentary on the Gatesman. Imagine what an interview that would be with a Gatesman. I'm thinking they should introduce kind of a Gatesman relay at the next Olympics. 4 Gatesmen doing 100 metres each in those boots. He definitely would win. That's an amazing piece of Burberry carpet that she's shaped into a jumper. Isn't it? I mean, that really is lovely. So this is the horse that I can't touch. Solid numbers this morning, considering that other than that inspection, Tuesday inspection, it's an absolutely normal day here. There's no other activity on the schedule in terms of troop movements. Well, I mean, the only movement we're going to see is to and from the stables. I was very keen though, especially with it being warm and relatively breezy and bright still. And we've got a couple of rainy days later this week, guys, so we might miss a day or two. I was very keen to see if what we saw yesterday would be repeated today. Why is she shaking your hands? She can't be that scared, surely. Claustrophobia, perhaps. My Winterfell picture is a truly lovely one, actually, guys. Coming soon to an Instagram near you. Incidentally, Instagram's going to hit 5,000 probably today or tomorrow, which is rather nice considering that the YouTube channel will be hitting 80k before the weekend. How's about that, ladies and gents? Next stop 100, and next stop after that 1 million, but that's going to happen in 2087, probably after I'm dead. This horse is very chill. So he doesn't have a penchant for LV bags, fake or otherwise. The CCJ vehicle is back. That car spends a lot of time sitting outside here, which is funny because it was never here before. Every time I hear that bell go bing bong, we are going to watch the magnificent gatesman doing his rounds. I've never seen, guys, and we've had some remarkable troopers as gatesmen. I've never seen one who walks that fast in those boots. I know how he does it, because one thing the troopers will tell you is that the most uncomfortable part of duty, ceremonial duty, is the boots. They're a pain in the whatevers to wear. Very rigid, very little padding, and extremely hard soles. Yet somehow they push through it.
What you doing with your mommy?
Cheese. Winterfell actually looks magnificent. Troopers having to really squint at this Sunday because it is very, very, very bright. The sun just decided to bask along Whitehall, keep the tourists nice and warm. Good to see a lot of people putting suntan lotion on themselves and their kids there as I was coming in. Might not seem like the sort of morning when you're going to get sunburned, but trust me, folks, it really is. There's the bell. Now he just came out, so I'm not entirely convinced he's going to come out again, but I've got a hunch that he will. That's why I'm going to zip through the gate really quickly, just in case he does. It would be a real pity actually if he did leave his post and the old trooper there, who's right in the way. Flip, the man is on a mission. If ever we decide to join the Ukrainian invasion of Russia, this trooper here is going to lead the charge. In fact, if he carries on like this, they're going to need to replace all of the stonework on the floor. He's going to wear through it. In fact, the last time that I actually moved that quickly, guys, is when I thought I was mistaken. When I thought I needed to run to, I just told her behind the bollards, when I need to run to Camelot's headquarters to check my lottery ticket. But that was nigh on 20 years ago. There's no stopping him. He's like a jetpack. Truly outstanding. Wow. The funny thing is, in fact, even after having done that, look, there's a lot of people that just stopped, excuse me, to watch him. That really was a sight to behold. I was a little bit entranced actually, folks, hence me just standing there watching it. Glorious to see that. Somebody, either it was Field Marshal HCAV or someone else, definitely had a word this weekend. There's a whole new, what's the word I'm looking for? Momentum, that's the word. There is a whole new momentum among the troopers on the ground, which is amazing. Anyway, he's not obviously going to leave his post now, so it would appear he's pretty much assigned to leave and have a wander whenever he feels like it, which is good and bad. Good because if we happen to be in the right place at the right time, we'll catch it. Bad because it appears to be, looking at the clock, 34 past, no rhyme and reason. Let's see if we can get out of the crowd around and back in near the front somewhere. Not easy actually, it's really, really packed. I'm a little bit on the wall about which of the two horses would be more interesting, but I think for the moment we'll stick with Winterfell. We will see the two replacements after these two. Here we go.
No, it's just got a different set of people.
Really? You know what? She must be balanced.
Cheeky horse. Oh, somebody else has got screamed in the yard. Here he comes again. He is absolutely fantastic, this trooper. Honestly, there's no stopping the fellow. Get myself out of the way, I really do. Look at this. If he keeps walking at that pace, that quickly, folks, he's going to knock the horse over. Well, well, well. I'm actually scared to stand within 100 yards of the fellow, just in case. There's not enough space to and option to move out of the way if he comes back quickly. Definitely up back from Bulford, folks, I'm pretty sure. There's a massive number of people next to me, so when he comes through in a second, it's going to be that's what I'm looking for. Interesting. The troop on the horse like, deal with these peasants now.
That's the kingsguard! Clear the way!
Clear the way. Whoa. He is outstanding. This is taking me back to last summer, people. The only thing I'm really, really surprised about at this moment is that he only has the one medal, because you know what? If I were his commanding officer, I'd give him a second one right now, just for that. That is how you deal with these clueless idiots that just stand here like zombies, not paying attention as the guard is doing his rounds. But you see how quickly they moved? And this guy just got shouted at as well for touching the horse behind me. We missed it, unfortunately. I'm not entirely sure what the command was. Let me get myself what it was. It was a loud one, exceedingly so. Something or someone has definitely inspired the lifeguards. It being absolutely chocker-packed here is probably ideal. Why? Because that means that they're getting as much training in dealing with massive crowds of idiots as possible. It's almost like a customized version of The Sims. Tourist, of course, being all The Sims. Right, let's plonk ourselves here for a little bit. See if we can ID this big fluffy-nosed horse. Very hairy-nosed nostrils this horse has got. I think it's I think this actually is not a horse. It's a hoose, half moose, half horse. I think they borrowed this one from Canada. Very hoosish. Right, let's have a quick look. See if we can ID. So we've got Winterfell and who, you may well ask. Let's try and find out, shall we, my dear fellows and fellowesses. There's It's looking like the number is very, very, very close to dear Winterfell. Ooh, let's move a teeny bit. It's just a teeny bit off, guys. The number. 1 minute. I need to be right in front to get it. Bingo. That's it. 1 second. Every time I touch my screen, though, it tries to cast it to a TV, even though there's not one anywhere near here. Oh, good lord, the hoof's been double stamped. It's effectively got... Honestly, folks, I have no clue. This one is a real mess. In fact, it's such a mess that I'm going to show it to you. I never do that, but you won't be able to read it anyway. Look at this. Look. That is what we've got. What the hell is that? It's like a bunch of 8s and 3s and 9s and 5s and all kinds of stuff. What an absolute mess that stamping is. It's almost like they've half stamped over the previous stamp. So it looks like we've got 4 numbers all jumbled up. I'll give it a go, folks, and say that I think it probably is... My guess would have been Victoria, who is a mare. Because this horse doesn't look that familiar to me, but I'm not going to call it as being Victoria. I've got nowhere near enough certainty. There we go. Troopers on it again. Don't touch the horse. Brilliant. That was a British guest visitor tourist. Oh, she's reading it out to her husband. Look, hear that? She just read it out. I hope the camera picked it up. Shame she's not over here to talk to her, because she was thinking it still said don't touch the reins. And I do think, in their defence, the majority of people still think the sign says that. As soon as when they read it and notice that it says horse now, and then of course see the pictogram, that boom, penny finally drops. Brilliant, eh, to see this. No one's touching the horses anymore, except the troopers, the farriers, and a few police here and there. I haven't seen anybody else get told yet not to touch, but then no one's actually tried to touch. Actually, wait, we'll also take a picture of this horse, guys, and list this horse as an unknown on Instagram. We've ID'd a few by doing that. I know some of you have got ways and means. 1 second. Got a super picture again, actually, of this horse as well. But that said, did we see this horse yesterday? I'm sure that we saw it yesterday, but I just do not recognise that number. And I'm sure it's not Victoria. I'll leave it for you people to figure it out. Let's see if I can pop that Winterfell picture up right now whilst we're waiting. Waiting and celebrating.
Yes, please.
Oh, she's scared. His girlfriend's scared. I'd be more scared of how bad that tattoo is on the left leg, to be honest.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. It's good, we start.